Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Brian Pleska here. We are back for another episode of Sports Junkies. I'm Brian Pleska. And as always, he has decided to make his return to some reason do this with me, Mr. John Vucic. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
And you guys are probably wondering and seeing why we are wearing what we are wearing. That's because Columbus Crew opens the 2026 season, which we will get to here in a little bit, because we have that on our segment list for today. So, excuse me. What we're going to do is we'll let you guys know what's going on, talk to you about what we're doing on the show. Obviously, this is going to be the same way it was when we did it the first time. We'll split it, 2 and 2, just like we did the last time. We'll take a break in between. So on the show today, we have been out because due to work schedules and sicknesses, we have been out, and unfortunately, Super Bowl was 3 weeks ago. But we'll recap it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. Is it ever too early to talk about next year?
Never.
Okay. So you got that, and then we're going to talk crew news because there was some new crew news, which we'll get with Josh about that. And then him and I are going to talk how we feel the crew are going to do for 2026.
Yep.
Win total, draws. We'll go through all that good stuff. And we're going to talk about the crew season. They start on the road tonight, 10:30 in Portland, which my Steve partner and I will be watching that game tonight. So let's get started with that. Let's get started with the first part of this. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Okay. I personally did not get a chance to watch the Super Bowl. Okay. For the first time ever.
It's been a while. I didn't even get to watch it either.
For the first time ever, I decided to say screw it this year. Was nothing against the two teams that played. Was nothing against that. I thought this. Did you get the two right teams in? NFC side, I think you did. I think you got the right team.
For sure. The Seahawks deserved it.
Okay. Now, do we look at the AFC side and say, did the Patriots, or were they the right team to be there? I mean, after how sloppy they looked, you could have said, I think maybe Denver deserved to be there, or somebody else deserved to be there.
Yeah, honestly, I think if Denver didn't lose their QB, it probably would have been. It would have been Denver,
yeah. And you would have had a battle of number one seeds, which rightfully should have been. But let's take a look at let's break that Super Bowl down. So let's look at I'm always the guy that likes to look at the winning side of things, but we're going to flip it. Let's look at the losing side of this. So last season, Drake May takes a really bad Patriots team. I mean, he looked like a rookie.
Yeah.
Okay. This season, they bring a really good coach in Mike Vrabel in. I love, by the way, just still letting you know I'm a Mike Vrabel guy. And Drake May took off. And he's up for MVP candidacy this year.
Yeah.
And when you look at the Patriots as a team, there's not really a lot of big superstars in that team. Like, there is a Stephon Diggs, there is a Zane Gonzalez. But other than that, there's not a lot of guys that you're like, oh, wow, they're on the Patriots? They're on the Patriots? It's just, It was a well-built, well-coached team. Were they ready for the Super Bowl spotlight? My opinion, probably not. Okay?
Yeah.
And Drake May showed it.
Oh, he very much showed it.
Right. So, let's look at the losing side of this. Give me your opinion about the Patriots as an overall performance this year. What do you think?
Well, up until the Super Bowl, I actually thought that they were actually right in line with Denver.
Yeah.
Like, just consistent.
Yeah.
They were always consistent. They were always in games. They were always there. They were always fighting. And Drake May did take a huge leap compared to last year. And he brought, I guess you could say, like a Tom Brady like moxie finally back to the Patriots a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, Patriot fans are still not happy they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Of course not.
But
as they should be.
I think this gives New England hope for the future.
Of course it does.
Because, as we both decide to, partake in our drinks here.
Hey, by the way, as it was, unofficially, sponsored by Mountain Dew.
But no, I mean, I still love the fact that Vrabel is their coach, though. I think he's the right man for the job. He's played
perfect man.
He's played with the organization. He knows that organization inside and out.
Yep.
And as much as I still poke you in your old team for getting rid of them, it is what it is. It's the nature of the business. It's how the game works.
I think when the Titans did get rid of him, I think it was just a business thing. It wasn't anything of, oh my gosh, you did a bad job. I think it was just business, Now, I look at the Patriots, and I look at this team as, okay, when I look at this team and I look at what they've done, they come into this season with extremely low expectations. Granted, they had a cream pie schedule. Like, their schedule wasn't that great. Like, their schedule was pretty easy. Okay. But being one of the worst teams in 2024, okay.
Well, to be fair, they did beat Buffalo.
They did beat Buffalo.
No.
It's 2025 campaign. Everybody had the Buffalo Bills winning the AFC East. Everybody. Okay.
Me too.
Right here, this guy.
I'm not ashamed to admit it.
No, I had the Bills. It's Josh Allen. I got them winning that. But here's what's catching up with Josh. Before we go back to the Patriots, we're going to stick in that division. Here's what finally caught up to the Bills. Who's he got to throw to? He got two good tight ends.
He definitely doesn't have Stephon Diggs.
He's got two tight ends.
Yeah, he's got two. They're very good tight
Dalton
ends.
Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox.
They are good. They are good tight ends.
Okay. So, I mean, they have Kincaid, they have Knox. So they do have two very good tight ends.
Yeah.
But their receiving core is just not.
It doesn't really jump off the page.
And you can't always hand the ball to James Cook and expect him to do everything. Not that he didn't have an MVP type of year again.
Shout out to Brad. At least you drafted Cook, so good on you.
Yeah. Way to draft Cook in your freaking fantasy league. Even though I still won the championship there, Brad, just letting you know. Anyway, so we're talking about that to get to the point of the Patriots, and that is the fact that they beat the Bills this year.
Yeah.
Okay? Both of the games against the Bills were very good games. Okay?
Yeah, they were.
And I think this is a situation with the Bills that the Bills have somebody to compete with now.
Yeah.
Okay? This isn't the Bills just to win. Now they have somebody.
I think you'll still agree with me on this, though.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't agree with firing Sean McDermott.
Stupid move.
I don't agree with that move at all.
Stupid move. Why?
You've had things working. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's like, okay, they haven't gotten over the hump the last, 3-4 years?
Yeah, something like that. But this is the most successful they've been since the 90s.
It's hard to find consistency
Yeah.
year in and year out, just like that.
Yeah. And Sean McDermott, what's he do? Brought consistency.
Yeah.
Granted, you had some playoff appearances in the Bledsoe years.
Yeah.
This is the most consistent I've seen his Buffalo team since Jim Kelly.
Same.
Okay?
Oh.
You remember how consistent they were with Jim Kelly and Sherman Thomas.
Okay, let's be fair, though. You and I were babies, but we saw the film. So,
That's all I care about. Remember, I grew up with a grandfather who taught me all this stuff. So.
Yeah.
So, the reason we talk about the Bills is because of the fact that Josh and myself picked them to win the AFC East. The reason we're doing that is to get you to the point of now the Bills have somebody fighting with them for the AFC East crown.
Yep.
Okay. And it is the New England Patriots. Now, a lot of people,
100%.
after the Super Bowl loss and yada, 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 now you're getting this BS of, the Patriots Super Bowl window's closing quicker than anybody else's. What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
What are you talking about? You have Drake May, who is a MVP candidate. If you can surround him,
you can build on this.
You build on it in a heartbeat. Josh, build on it. He has a decent offensive line. I'd give him a little bit better than O-line.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
I think Stephon Diggs' off-the-field trouble is going to catch up with him. So, unfortunately, I think they're going to end up losing him.
Just draft another wide receiver.
He was going to draft another wide receiver. It's a pretty good class this year. Okay? If you don't, the free agent class ain't too bad either. So, and that defense for New England's solid.
Yeah.
I think if there's an opening, that window, now you brought Vrabel in, that window's, it's wide as camera, folks. Okay?
Actually, it's probably
wider than the camera. If you're going to sit there and tell me that one Super Bowl loss and their window closes that quick, that's called being a hypocrite.
I definitely disagree with the window closing.
Yeah.
Because they just had a bad offensive game.
That's it. That's all it was.
That's all it was. I mean, yes, the defense gave up, 29 points?
Yeah.
But either way, it's just
that wasn't all
offense.
Problem is, it wasn't all defense, though.
Yeah, I know.
That wasn't all their defense.
No. May had, 3, 4? I can't remember the turnover count.
He had
offhand.
two. I think he had 2 interceptions.
I think one was a pick six.
One of them was a pick six.
Yeah. So
you can't fault defense for that.
Nope.
So expectations are, and we will get into the 2026 season in a little bit. Expectations I don't think the Patriots drop off at all. I think they continue. They got Mike Vrabel. They're going to be fine. That was a losing side of it. Let's go to, I think you have to say, a very good story, a very good feel-good story.
How about Sam Darnold?
And a winning side of this. Go ahead, talk about Sam Darnold.
I'm going to tell you right now, my first impressions of Sam Darnold when he came out of college, that very last game, He played in the Cotton Bowl against Ohio State.
Yep.
And got crushed.
Completely. Dude.
I'm like, this guy's even a quarterback? Mm-hmm. My early impression. Now, also, I take into consideration that USC's offensive line also sucked back.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
And he made all the playmaking.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
He made all the plays.
Right.
He gets drafted by the Jets. Horrible start.
No.
Jets, of all the franchises besides Cleveland,
yeah.
let's face it.
Yeah, let's face it. Let's get realistic. And the Titans
of all the franchises besides Cleveland.
And the Titans right now.
And the Titans. To get drafted by as a new quarterback out of college, the Jets are the last team you probably want to be drafted by. That's also why what's-his-face is coming back another year. I can't remember who. Because he doesn't want to get drafted by the Jets either. He doesn't want to take that risk. He was a quarterback, though.
Trinidad Chambliss? I know he's coming back for another
year. I think it might have been him.
Yeah.
It might have been him and it might have been somebody else.
Yeah, I know Trinidad Chambliss from Ole Miss is getting another year of eligibility according to the Mississippi court. But I guess the NCAA has the right to appeal. But I mean, if a court rules it, they're probably not.
Right.
And then you've got, I know Ty Simpson's going to the NFL draft.
Yeah.
But I think his stock's going to drop.
Yeah. But getting back to Darnold here. Jets 10-year disaster.
Bad.
Then he goes to Minnesota. Kind of has a resurgent year.
He does.
A big one. He did lead them to the playoffs.
Yes, he did.
And then
lost the Detroit Lions.
That was it. And then goes to the Seahawks. And the Seahawks had Geno Smith for the longest time.
Yeah, Geno ended up going to the Raiders.
Yeah, he ended up falling Pete Carroll. Yeah,
right. Let's not even go there. Okay? The Raiders haven't had a good quarterback since Rich Gannon, so let's get that out of the way.
Darnold goes to the Seahawks. I think he played this year. It was probably his best year ever.
So,
besides the Vikings.
Love your input on Sam Darnold. Okay. So let's go back to the Jets. Let's take a look at them for a minute. So they, to me, have not had a good quarterback since Chad Pennington. You remember Chad Pennington?
Make me feel old.
I do. I remember how good Chad Pennington was.
Yeah.
Okay. They've had issues at quarterback since. Issues. Besides, for the years they had Dirty Sanchez. I call him Dirty Sanchez. It's Mark Sanchez, but I call him Dirty Sanchez. Everybody remembers Dirty Sanchez for the butt fumble. That's what everybody remembers Dirty Sanchez for.
Yeah, that's something else.
Okay, but when you look at good, consistent quarterback, nothing. I mean, what Mark Sanchez did with Rex Ryan was good. 3 straight AFC Championship games.
Yeah.
None of that's going to take it away from you. But what I'm getting at is when you look at how do I want to put this? When you look at the consistency at the quarterback position, it hasn't been there since Chad Pennington was there. Okay.
Right.
So they get Sam Darnold, thinking, here it is, quarterback's going to get solved.
Yeah.
And it just, I've always told you, and you have actually agreed with me on this, and there's been some other people that have agreed with me on this. If your coach and your quarterback don't click, it don't fit.
Right.
And I just think that was Sam Darnold's issue. Anyway, there's so many freaking head coaches.
Yeah, the head coaches, the OCs, also...
You can't be successful.
Also offensive linemen.
Yeah. You can't be successful having all that. Oh, who does that sound like? 2 teams right now. Browns and unfortunately my team. Okay?
And the Raiders.
And the Raiders. So to get back to Sam Darnold's story. So he leaves the Jets finally. It gets that put up or shut up contract in Minnesota. Okay? Gets that put up or shut up contract in Minnesota.
It was a 1-year deal.
Great 1-year deal. I mean, Minnesota got a bargain.
Oh, yeah.
And you pair them up with Jay Jettas, okay, and Jordan Addison, okay,
Yeah.
and TJ Hawkinson.
Don't forget the running back.
And Aaron, well, I think they had...
Didn't they have him then?
Who?
The ex-Green Bay guy.
Aaron Jones?
Yeah. They had Aaron
Yeah,
Jones.
I think it was Aaron Jones. Yeah, it was Aaron Jones.
That offense was...
It was ready to go.
It was good.
I might be wrong. I don't think they lost to the Lions in that playoff game. They lost to somebody else because I think the Lions ended up losing to the Redskins. Commanders. Because the Lions got a first-round bye and the Vikings didn't.
They didn't lose to the Commanders, though. I don't think.
Lions lost to the Commanders.
Oh, maybe they did.
But that's not the story. We're getting to the story of this is the expedition of Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
So he does that put up or shut up year, leads Minnesota to a 15-win season. Okay. Everybody's like, here we go. Is this guy just a one-hitter quitter?
One-year wonder.
Yeah, one-hitter quitter, you know. People love when I say one-hitter quitter. So he gets a 3-year, $180 million deal with the Seahawks. Everybody's like, oh, geez, here we go. Let's look at what the Seahawks have. This year's probably by far number 1 receiver in the NFL in JSN.
Yes.
Kenneth Walker took off this year, okay? You had Kenneth Walker.
I did.
That was a good pick. My wife there for a while had Sam Darnold.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, but I ended up getting rid of him because somebody got healthy for her, and I had to cut Sam Darnold.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joey Burrow. So, here's the deal with this, okay? He goes to Seattle, and yes, you got a 3-year, $180 million deal. So you're like, okay, he's in that put up or shut up kind of contract still, but he's got a 3-year deal. He's got time to prove it now.
Yeah.
This year he puts up great numbers again. Okay, this was not a freak accident that he had a good year last year. It was a good. He fits the Seahawks system. What's he going to do? Go ahead.
Also, isn't it who was Harbaugh's ex-defensive coordinator? Is it Mike McDonald? Who's the
Yeah, Mike McDonald. Yep.
He puts him in that position to succeed.
So you have that going for you. What's he do? He beats he takes the Seahawks to AFC West title.
NFC West.
Or NFC, excuse me. Okay.
Yep.
Now, granted, beating the 49ers in the playoffs wasn't really saying anything because their defense was dismantled.
Yeah, their offense was down a few guys.
They beat the Rams.
The Rams were actually not bad.
Okay.
You have Matt Stafford, so you know exactly how the Rams are.
That's what won me the championship. So, let's get to now current Super Bowl. Who do you think was under more pressure at that point in time to win that? It wasn't Drake May. He's got plenty of time left in his career. So does Sam Darnold. It's not like Sam Darnold's old.
Although still, though, it was both quarterbacks' first appearance. ever in the Super Bowl.
But who had a little more? Who do you think had more pressure though?
It was definitely Darnold,
because Darnold was a USC quarterback.
Yep.
Which we know the reputation of USC quarterbacks, other than one said Carson Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
Love me some Carson Palmer. Just saying. Okay? What's Darnold do? He shuts everybody up. Granted, it took 134 yards rushing out of Kenneth Walker, but Darnold threw for 252 and 2 scores.
Still not bad.
He threw a great game. And took the Seahawks to their first Super Bowl since the last time they won it when Russell Wilson won it for them.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you believe that? What a comeback. I think this is more of a comeback story for Sam Darnold.
100%.
Sam Darnold goes from being the most criticized, the most scrutinized, the most whatever you want to call it.
Also, the New York media never helps either.
No.
That's why I never want to play for the Jets.
Right, the most scrutinized quarterback to now. Sam Darnold played for the Jets? He's Super Bowl champion in Seattle now.
Yeah.
That's how this is now.
Yeah.
This is how you can change a career if you're an NFL quarterback. If Sam Darnold can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Okay? You just have to fit the system.
Fit the system and get the right opportunity.
That's it. And guess what he got in Seattle? The right opportunity. And a pretty good defense. Let's put that way. So Seattle won the Super Bowl. I picked them. Just saying. Glad I picked them. I had the faith.
Oh, yeah.
I had the faith. I had the faith.
I did have the Patriots.
I had the faith. I had the faith that I think Sam Darnold was finally going to do it.
Yeah.
I hear Kenneth Walker. I think he finally... And Jay hasn't had an all-pro year.
Yeah.
Okay?
And because Darnold had that pressure on him,
Yep.
you also felt that pressure with your pick of Seattle.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong there. So, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks for winning the Super Bowl. That was very nice. Hopefully Sam Darnold can maybe not... We don't expect you to come back and win the Super Bowl next year, but let's make... Hopefully this is not just a one hit and you like we've seen happen before.
Well, hopefully they don't have the 49ers luck.
Oh, boy, oh, boys. Well, we're...
Also, you guys want to avoid the Madden cover at all costs.
Madden freaking curse. Okay? I don't care what anybody tells you. Saquon Barkley had a down year. Granted, he wasn't injured, but he was the Madden cover boy. And he didn't have as good of a year as he did the year before. Madden freaking curse. Just saying. Okay. So, I'm a believer in... Okay, the NFL season's over. I'm a believer in... It's never too early to talk next year. So what I want to kind of get into next, what I want to talk about next, I want to get into details, and I want your opinion on some things here. So we get into next year. Obviously, we'll worry about the draft and free agents and all that stuff.
Yep.
You know, as we get closer to it. You know, speaking of breaking news, it was breaking news a little while ago. This man who had this running back on the Dallas Cowboys, Javonte Williams, signs a 3-year, $16 million deal, fully guaranteed.
Totally earned it, too.
To stay with the Cowboys.
He earned it.
Which opens up the running back market for me. Just saying. You know, you look at some of the pretending free agents that you have of a J.K. Dobbins, a Rico Dowdle, a Kenneth Walker, a Travis Etienne. I mean, that's the money they could go make, you know. But as we get in, obviously we'll talk more about the 2026 season too once we get past the draft and free agency and all that stuff. So we'll keep track of all the moves and stuff. Let's talk about right now, like current time before free agency really gets going.
I got a better question for you. How do you think the Chiefs will recover?
Okay, so you that was my first bullet point. So here's the deal. So here's my thing with the Chiefs. Patty Mahomes, I don't know when he's expected to return. He just tore his ACL not that long ago.
That hurt me because I had him on my fantasy team.
Yes, you did.
Towards the end, that was devastating.
He tore his ACL late in the year, so they don't expect him back till at least the middle of next season. How are they going to live without Patty Mahomes? Life without Mahomes, I don't know. Kansas City fans ain't used to it.
I can't even remember their backup.
Gardner Minshew.
Minshew.
Minshew magic is what they call him.
Minshew mania.
Woo! Anyway, so we still don't know what's going on with Travis Kelce yet. Okay?
Well, he is dating Taylor Swift, so there is that.
Swifty! If you're a Swifty out there, congratulations.
That's the only reason you watch football.
Sure as hell feels like it. And you also have the situation where Rashee Rice.
Off-field issues.
It just came up that his girlfriend is trying to go after him for domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
Again, so you got that issue. They have offensive line issues that they're going to have to address.
1,000%. Oh, my goodness.
Their defense is still pretty good, so I'm not really...
Their defense is solid, but man, dude, that O-line.
Yes, buddy. Patty Mahomes had to run for his life.
A lot.
I think Kansas City's going to have a lot of... I'm glad this is going to end up being a not suitable for children, a kick in the dick team next year. Because I think Kansas City is so used to having all this success, they're not going to know how to react to failure.
No, honestly, well, you take a drink. Honestly, I feel like Kansas City's going to have some growing pains. A lot. And I'm not just talking about the QB position.
No. I think it's all the way around. With you got to think about this. The unknowns of Travis Kelce, the unknowns of Rashee Rice. And it's not, I'm not saying Kansas City's going to have growing pains on the defensive side of the ball.
Granted, they do have Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy's good.
Xavier Worthy is a very good wide receiver.
He's a very good. They got Hollywood Brown if he can stay healthy, but he can't stay healthy.
Health. That's the other issue they're going to have, dude.
They've had a lot of issues with health. Kansas City, to me,
not to mention, they're also grumbling about moving Kansas City out of Kansas City.
It's been confirmed.
It's
been confirmed. They're moving them. I think they're moving them to Kansas, like Kansas themselves. I think they said they're moving them out of Kansas City and putting them in the state of Kansas. You see this? Why can't they just stay where they're at?
Oh, dude.
Because it's Kansas City, Missouri, technically. It's not Kansas City.
Right.
So they want to move them into the state of Kansas.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so good first bullet point. Glad you're up to Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that kind of sums up what we think may happen in their 2026 season. I think they're going to have a lot of growing pains.
A lot.
Let's talk about the home team. The Cleveland Browns. New head coach.
Knew everything.
Knew everything.
Head coach, defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, you name it. Let's get this out of the way first. Myles Garrett will still be the same. He's not going to change.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Defensive Player of the Year, sack king.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife's going to hate me saying this, but better than T.J. Watt.
He is better than T.J. Watt. He's proven himself he's better than T.J. Watt. I love T.J. Watt.
I do too. I
love T.J. Watt.
Again, I've got nothing against Pittsburgh. It's just they finally needed to be humbled, and they're finally humbled now.
So, that's a strong point. So, here's my thing about the Browns. I think their defense is going to continue to be good.
Their defense has always been consistent.
Yep.
It's well, here's the other problem. This is their main problem. Okay. Now keep in mind, no team has ever had this happen since 1970. They're losing their entire offensive line to free agency. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a travesty. To me, anyway, to me on the outside looking in, that's a travesty to both the organization and the owners. That's the kind of history you shouldn't be making.
No. Antonio's either talking about hanging it up or going somewhere else. He is
going somewhere else.
Wyatt Teller, he's not hanging it up yet.
Oh, no, not as far as I know, he's not.
Because he had rumors he's talking about hanging it up.
Yeah.
Wyatt Teller...
He's going somewhere else.
Wyatt Teller we knew was going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Jack Conklin couldn't stay healthy anyway, so what difference did that make?
No.
So now you're putting Shadir under... What?
Basically, it's basically going to be like unless they get... I don't know who you bring in veteran-wise, but it would basically be a makeshift rookie line.
It will be a makeshift rookie line. And that doesn't bode well for Shedeur. I still think, again, the 2026 season, I think you're going to still deal with the same problems. Offensive woes. Until they get it figured out. Now,
they do have 2 first-round picks coming up. So,
and Quinshon Judkins showed some signs that he's the running back of the future.
Yeah.
The Browns actually had a great rookie class this past season.
Yeah.
I think they got a lot of bright spots. Harold Fannin, what a bright spot that dude's going to be. That dude's a freak.
Yeah. Shout out to the Mac because he came from Bowling Green.
Yep. You've got Quinshon Judkins, who I think is a mammoth.
He's a mammoth when he's not injured.
Mm-hmm. I think the Browns they got to figure out. Jerry Jeudy is such a great receiver, but the problem I have with Jerry Jeudy is too inconsistent. They need consistency at the receiver.
I already can see it now. Brad would literally be screaming about Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, yeah, I know, Brad. Brad, man, we shout to you a lot in this show, buddy. So make sure you watch this. Because every time you'd probably be saying, screw Jerry Jeudy! or something along those lines. I know you well enough. So...
But he would also say, though, outside of Jerry Jeudy, they don't have anybody else that's like a proven number one.
No, that's the problem I have. And Njoku is leaving.
Yeah, that's a big loss, at least. Well, I say it's a big loss in the tight end department, but since they have Fannin, is it really that?
I don't really think it's that big of a loss. I mean, I think
it's big of a loss.
It's still a loss, though.
It is still a loss.
Okay, because
Njoku was consistent.
That's an athleticism and David Njoku.
Yeah.
But I think the way Harold Fannin come on last year,
he'll be fine.
This past year,
I think
you'll be fine at the tight end position. So, to sum up the Browns, I think it's just a situation of offensive growing pains. Again, it's going to be the same thing it was this past year. It's not going to change.
Yeah.
And you're going to put your defense in bad spots. It's going to make your defense look bad, even though your defense is stout.
With Myles Garrett.
I mean, I would.
Oh, and the rookie, Carson Schwenson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The guy out of UCLA.
Mason Graham.
Yep, Mason Graham, guy out of Michigan. Opposite. Well, actually, I think he plays opposite Garrett. Or the same position.
I think he's either on the line or opposite of Garrett. Like, the Browns have so many bright spots on that defense, dude. So many bright. Grant Delpit, when he's back and healthy, dude.
Same with Denzel Ward.
Oh, yeah.
Ward. Yeah, this is the other problem. I've noticed this too. Ward needs to stop getting concussions. Yeah, he's already had like 4 or 5. And that's not.
And you know what that develops over the years too, right? I hate to say this, because of all the concussions that man's had, don't be surprised if he ends up with ALS after he retires, because that's.
Will it be ALS or what's the other one It's that head one they keep talking about. And I know you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
But I'm impressed that he's still playing.
Uh-huh.
But I really, really, really hope he avoids the concussion protocol.
All right.
Moving forward.
So, that was good we broke that down a little bit with the Brownies. And obviously, we'll talk about the 2026 season, too, after the draft and all that stuff. But right now, we're just kind of etch-a-sketching some teams that we want to kind of get into. We got into the Browns. We got into the Chiefs. That was a good one.
Yeah. Hey, let's get into your Titans.
How about let's not? They're going to be a growing pain team. Oh, but we're getting a new logo, though. Yeah, we're getting a new football stadium. That's about all I got good to say about that. Okay, there's nothing else good to say about it. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll do this for your wife. How about the Steelers?
Let's talk about the 2026 Steelers. So,
it sounds like Aaron Rodgers is coming back.
Okay, I've heard yes and I've heard no.
Okay, I'll go with it sounds like he is coming back. So we'll just, for all intents and purposes, just for right now, we'll say he's coming back.
A lot of the reason is I've heard no because of the fact Mike Tomlin's gone.
Right.
Okay. I've heard yes because of the organization.
Yeah.
So this is kind of that, Aaron Rodgers, he's going to wait till the dead last minute like he always does and be like, oh, hey, guys, come back next year. We know how this is. We know how old Grandpa Rodgers is.
Yeah.
So I think the Steelers actually kind of got brought back to earth in that playoff game.
A lot.
Okay. Realizing how much they were riding on that defense, realizing, you know, how much of a running game they don't have.
I think that's their biggest issue.
You know,
I mean, granted, his wife was flip-flopping between the two running backs in their fantasy league, but still, you know.
Well, I mean, you think about it.
Consistency, though.
You think about it, though. They lost Najee Harris, and you were like, it's not that big of a deal. Turned out to be a bigger deal than you thought. It turned out to be a bigger deal than I thought. Jalen Warren is not your everyday running back. Jalen Warren is more of a number 2 and a pass catcher.
Yep.
Now, Kenneth Gainwell has shown signs that he can be a good pass catcher out of the backfield. But if you noticed, everybody started defending the Steelers differently when they didn't have a vertical passing game.
Right.
When DK Metcalf missed the last 2 games of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, oh, no DK Metcalf, here we go. Who do they have outside of DK Metcalf?
They don't even have Pickens anymore.
Don't have Pickens. They have Tavon Austin, but he can't stay healthy. Okay?
I think their only consistent guy has been Freiermuth.
Yes. Freiermuth's a hell of a tight end, no. Oh, and their other tight end, he wears 80. He's a big dude, but I can't think of his name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He got injured at the end of the year.
He did, yeah.
He was good and consistent.
Yep.
But the thing is, tight ends are not good for a vertical passing game.
No.
Okay?
Well, they find the soft spots, though.
Yes.
They do find soft spots. Not when you really are desperate for a deep down.
What if I want a deep throw?
Yeah.
So let's look at it. They have DK Metcalf, DK Metcalf, DK Metcalf, DK Metcalf, DK Metcalf, and DK Metcalf.
And then let's look at their running back room.
Yeah. It's their defense is good. Okay?
Oh, 100%.
They still have Cameron Hayward,
Jalen Ramsey,
who's ageless. Jalen Ramsey, who's actually played pretty good for the Steelers last year.
He was decent.
Okay.
He was decent.
The up-and-comer Joey Porter Jr., as long as he stays healthy, he's one of the best shutdown corners in the league.
Mm-hmm.
They still got T.J. Watt. They still got Alex Highsmith.
Yep.
They've got Patrick Queen.
Mm-hmm.
They've still got a really good defense still.
Yep.
So the defense, it's just like the Browns. Not an issue.
Right.
It's the offensive side of the ball. What are they going to do? They need to figure out, they need to bring another receiver in opposite of DK Metcalf. Take some of that pressure off of DK Metcalf.
Also, if we're going to go with the no on the Rodgers part of the scenario.
Oh, they're going to figure out a quarterback now, too.
Yeah. They're not, I guarantee you right now, they're not going to go with, there's no way on this green earth the new coach is going to go with Mason Rudolph the whole year.
Oh, no. Not,
But
why can't I think of the new coach's name? I can picture him.
Okay, I got to think now.
No. He used to be with Green Bay Dallas.
Oh, McCarthy.
That's who's their new head coach.
Mike McCarthy.
McCarthy's not going with Mason Rudolph. I'm sorry.
Oh, hell no.
He's not going with Mason Rudolph.
He knows better.
He's not.
Okay, let's be honest. That's career, or not really career suicide. That's your job suicide right there. Suicide.
It's both. That can't be real. It's both.
It would be both.
So
I can't see that happening. Although I still think Rodgers would come back because he did used to play for McCarthy.
Right. Could happen. Well, since you did that, let's go and let's look. We'll look at the other two teams in the AFC North real quick. We'll stick in the North for this one. Let's look at the Baltimore Ravens. Wow. Again, Lamar Jackson, when he's great, he's great. Mm-hmm. Had a bad year. He was unhealthy. This dude, Derrick Henry, though. What a menace. He still rushed for 1,300 yards this year and had double-digit touchdowns.
Yep.
And he had a 200-yard game this year. Again, this dude, a wrong side of 30, and a lot of people are thinking that he's got thin tread on them tires. He just goes like this and goes, yeah, right, okay. They need to figure out, because it sounds like Isaiah Likely's not staying.
Right.
Because of Mark Andrews. Okay.
Yep.
They need to figure out receivers.
Again. Also, Where was Mark Andrews last year?
Yeah, he disappeared. A lot of that, I think, is just the health of it was. Well, I think a lot of it also was the health of Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, because when Lamar Jackson's healthy, he finds Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews disappeared because of the health of
Baltimore still did have issues on defense as well. Injuries.
Yeah. So we could take a look at that because they're going to bring back good defense next year still. Okay. They still got Kyle Hamilton. They still got Marlon Humphrey. They've still got Roquan Smith, who's an all-pro.
Yep.
Their defense is going to be fine as long as they stay healthy. You notice the AFC North problem? It's offense. First two teams we've gone through.
Offense.
Okay? Offense. The Ravens, I think it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay? One, it's the health of Lamar. Two,
who is he going to throw to?
Who's he going to throw to? D-Hop didn't really prove to be much of anything for him.
And outside of Henry?
Where was Zay Flowers at last year?
This guy had him on his fantasy team.
Had him, and then I traded him. I traded Zay Flowers.
You're like, peace out, bro.
Yeah, see. So, and Rashad Bateman can't stay healthy. Okay.
No.
This is a typical AFC North problem, and I've noticed that. This is a typical AFC North problem. Do we not know that we have to throw the football in this league? Do we not? Like, you can run and gun all you want, but we're not in that kind of league anymore. We're in a passing league now. You need receivers.
Yeah.
Yes, you can win with good defense and a running game. That's fine. But if you don't have a vertical passing game, all the defenses are going to do is crowd line of scrimmage. Oh, we can stop the run because they don't have a vertical passing game. We can play a corners on an island and be done with it.
Yep.
So the Ravens, same issue that the Steelers and the Browns have. Receivers. They're going to have to figure that out.
Yep.
They still have King Henry, and they're going to be just fine with King Henry.
In the running game.
Yep.
Unless he gets injured.
He may not be in Tennessee, nor don't you ever curse King Henry. Okay? Don't you ever curse King
I
Henry.
love King Henry, okay?
God, I
love King Henry.
Oh, he's my guy, dude.
I'm just saying, again, the saying goes with any team, though. It's injuries. And if a certain player gets injured, man, you are crippled at that
So
point.
we'll do a couple more teams, then we'll move on. So let's look at the Cincinnati Bengals.
And the only coach who did not lose his job in the
How is he the only coach to not lose his job in the AFC
Zach
North?
Smith. What a name.
Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor. Sorry, see? Exactly.
Taylor. Correction.
Taylor.
How is he the only guy not to lose his job in the AFC North?
I think
How does Harbaugh get fired after all the success he had? Okay. How did the Browns let Stefanski go, which was stupid, by the way? And Tomlin stepped down. He did not get fired. He technically stepped down.
Tomlin stepped down.
But it's still, he's not there anymore. That's it. Okay? Now, we go to the Bengals. Hey, we had a bad year last year, but we're going to go ahead and keep Zach Taylor. What?
Now, to be fair, though,
What?
this is going to sound strange because we just went through the 3 other AFC teams, and what was their consistent problem?
Receiver.
And offense.
Yeah.
Bengals do not have that problem.
They have one problem on their offense. Their offensive line is atrocious.
That I will actually give.
Their offensive line.
But they obviously have probably still the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, he's by
Chase.
far. But
Jamar Chase. T. Higgins.
Everybody would kill to have them 2 receivers on one team.
Yeah. Well, your wife did.
And Joe Burrow. And she did well.
Actually, she had all 3.
Yeah, she did well.
She did.
Okay. And I can't think of the running back's name.
Chase Adams. Or no, not Chase
Chase
Adams.
Brown.
Chase Brown.
Chase
Sorry.
Brown quietly had a pretty good year. Okay.
Yeah, he's decent.
He's a decent running back. So,
honestly,
Cincinnati's problem?
offensive line and defense.
Oh, God, their defense is atrocious. Whoa, good Lord, is their defense atrocious. Trey Hendrickson's gone. Because Trey Hendrickson said, see, I ain't doing this crap anymore.
He had no help.
The Cincinnati defense was ranked 30th or worst in almost every statistical category last season.
But also, that coincides with how many games did they play with, what's his name?
Jake Browning?
Yeah, how many games did they play with Jake Browning before they got off him?
Yeah. And they were without Joe Burrow, which wasn't Joe Burrow's fault. That was just a freaking injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Jamar Chase struggled because of that.
Yep.
But the funny thing is, who didn't struggle? T. Higgins.
Yeah, T. Higgins had a
T. Higgins had a good year. Yeah, Jamar Chase taught 1,000 yards receiving. Okay.
Their tight ends also Solomon Gesicki.
Gesicki's a great tight end. See, that's the thing. See, you're looking at the other three teams and you're like, oh, there's problems there. Well, the Bengals don't have that problem.
Mm-hmm.
They have two receivers to throw to. They got a tight end to throw to. They have Chase Brown. They got a good running back.
Yep.
What's their problem? Their offensive line outside of Orlando Brown Jr.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
They have a great left tackle,
mm-hmm.
but that's pretty much their offensive line.
Yeah. And then...
Is their defense there, or is it just Halloween 365 days a year and they're just a bunch of ghosts?
Honestly, I thought they would have fired their defensive coordinator by now.
Kind of hard to fire a defensive coordinator when you don't have a defense.
Yeah, that too.
That's not his fault.
It's not all one man's fault.
No, that's not his fault.
It's not.
If you don't have the players to coach, that kind of makes
it's probably the same reason why they didn't fire Taylor. It's
yeah.
because Burrow went down.
Yeah, Burrow went down again. They need a healthy season.
I do believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong here though, I do believe Taylor is on the hot seat this year.
I think Taylor's a number one coach on the hot seat this year. Now, I might be a little strong on that one because I think Kyle Shanahan, they need to start getting his seat a little warm.
Yes.
Not hot, but a little warm. Now, what he did for coaching, so you led that into a good little thing, and then we'll get back to Cincinnati, is I think Zach Taylor's number one guy on the hot seat. There should be no reason that he's not on the hot seat. If he's not, I want to know what kind of facts we're looking at here because, okay? So let's go to another, I think a seat that needs to be warm. Not hot, but warm is Kyle Shanahan's, okay? Yes, you had an extremely banged up defense. Okay.
Fred Warner.
Nick Bosa. Those are just two out of that defense that got completely injured.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were playing second and third stringers pretty much across the whole defense.
100%.
They had Brock Purdy out for half the year.
Yeah.
But Chris McCaffrey, man, what a year he had. All pro. Dude.
Yeah, he had a resurgent year.
Yeah. They still don't have receivers.
Mm-mm.
I don't think Juwan Jennings is not.
He's not it.
Okay.
He's not it.
So.
Oh, not to mention, I also drafted him. Kittle injured a lot.
He tore his hamstring.
A lot.
Yeah, he tore his hamstring, or he did something. I don't remember what he did. He has a severe injury though. It was either his ankle.
Well, he was definitely out He was out for 4 games early.
Yeah,
and then I think he got injured again.
Yeah, it was his Achilles.
Yeah,
he injured his Achilles late in the year.
Yep.
So, I'm not saying Shanahan needs to be on the hot seat because he's doing a bad coaching job. You led your team to a 12-win season, 12 or 13-win season
with all those
what
injuries.
you had.
Yeah,
great coaching job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, but you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not taking your team to the playoffs. When you start to do that, they get them in. You haven't made the Super Bowl since Brock Purdy's rookie season.
True.
Just saying, his seat needs to be a little warm. Not hot, little warm.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's fair.
And then we'll steer back to Zach Taylor. I think he's the number one coach on the hot seat. Okay? If he's not, I'll be shocked. Okay? Because there's not really any other coaches out there right now that I feel is bad enough to be on the hot seat.
Did Pete Carroll get fired, or is he still?
Pete Carroll's gone.
Okay, yeah,
okay.
never mind. Pete Carroll would have been on the hottest.
That was a mutual decision.
Well, here's a better question for you, though, too. Since we're talking about hot and warm seats.
Uh-huh.
What about Philly's coach?
Nick Sirianni? Nah. I think he's good. I think he's safe. The reason he's safe is because he's fresh off a Super Bowl. Yeah, they had a year where they didn't play as well, but they still made the playoffs.
Yeah, they did.
And they won the NFC East. Still, again.
Yeah. Just figured I'd gauge you on that one.
Sirianni's fine. I don't think now we go to this season, 2026, which is good that you brought that up. And you don't do anything. I think that 27 season, I think you're kind of gonna have to be like, okay, Sirianni, this is your season. You either do something, in the 28 season, you're on the hot seat. So he's got a little bit of a window because of that Super Bowl win. I think if he doesn't do anything between now and the 28 season and that 28 season, I think he's a number one on the hot seat. We will continue. This is something, the 2026 NFL season, we will do this throughout all the next few episodes. Actually, quite a few episodes, because we'll break down a lot of teams, a lot of divisions. And obviously, free agent moves will kind of contradict maybe some of the things we talk about now. The draft will contradict a lot of things we talk about now. Because maybe the draft, maybe I feel differently about a team now than I do now.
Right.
You know?
Same. Yeah.
Like, let's say the Raiders, they do end up drafting Fernando Mendoza. And I think the Raiders are going to have a 2-win season. And, they drafted Mendoza. Maybe I give them 3 extra wins.
Possible.
We'll break this down over the next few months. So, let's get into it. Purpose and why we are wearing these shirts. Let's talk about the Columbus Crew. And Josh, this is where you come in, and this is all about you. I'm going to start you off right now. You're going to talk Columbus Crew news. What do you got?
I can't wait. Well, anyway, okay, so last time I will apologize to all our viewers that watched that, and I did say I was not going to mispronounce the new coach's name wrong, or try and guess. But I can say the new coach's name, officially, Henrik Rydström, Swedish.
Say I thought that sounded Swedish.
Yeah. Obviously, he's coming over from Sweden.
No Wilford Nancy, but anyways.
He in his opening press conference, he gave a lot of praise to Wilfred Nancy's system. I think the overall goal that he's trying to do, we're still going to see some of Nancy's system in place, but he's going to add some wrinkles. And by wrinkles, I mean, Brian and I, we went to a few games last year and we saw the same thing that was just missing. There's just a little bit something that was missing. And it was more of a team with an attacking mindset.
What did I tell you that the FC Cincinnati game and that tie that you and I went to? What did I tell you they were missing? What did I say their offense looked like? One word. Begins with an S. Stale.
And I said lethargic.
You said lethargic, which was a damn good word to use.
And obviously, look, sometimes we still tend to live in the past, and we both were like, yeah, if Cucho was here, we probably would have won 3-1.
Oh, stop. We were spoiled with Cucho Hernandez, dude.
But no.
But congratulations to him for going overseas.
Yeah. More power to you, man.
Yep.
I don't hate you.
No, we love you.
You got nothing but love over here.
You ever come back to Columbus, your door's open to the fans. I know that.
Yeah. Everything's free for him.
Uh-huh.
But no, the new coach is going to bring in his system, his ways, his, whatever. But he's going to try and make this team more attacking. And they're going to one of the ways he's going to try and do that is overload one or the other side, depending on where they're at. And just, you keep a congestion of players in certain areas. And you try and overload the other team's defense and just wear them out.
Which ain't a bad strategy.
It's not.
Not to interrupt you. That's not a bad strategy.
It's not.
Now, it's just like the NFL. See, this is where you're smarter with soccer, like me with the NFL. These coaches come in and they want to try these new strategies and stuff. Like with the NFL, it's the same way. These new coaches, they come in and they want to try something new. What happens when it's on paper versus what happens on the field are two different things. We're going to find out.
Oh, we'll find out.
Tonight, Josh and I are watching it. We'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to find out if his strategy I know, I like doing paper, on paper, applies to the field.
Yep.
What else you got, Chief, for news?
I've got new player signings, actually.
Some stuff you haven't even told me yet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so they had a U22 signing. This guy, now again, just saying, I may be bad with pronouncing names, so it is what it is.
Dude, you're fine. It's not. This isn't live radio.
Yeah.
You're good.
So the first key signing they list here, U22, Nariman Akundazada, which he's an Azerbaijani striker.
Azerbaijani
striker.
You know, I'm just going to tell you real quick before you continue. However you pronounce that name, congratulations, because I wouldn't have gotten through it at all. So congratulations for doing that.
Yeah.
You make me proud, by the way.
Yeah, so he's a U22 initiative, which, I mean, youth is never an issue on this team. They also signed 2 homegrowns.
Really?
Yeah, Chase Adams and Owen Prestis.
Really?
I try to remember the names.
Really?
The other name they list here, again, names. Saku Bangora. He's from the Israel Premier League. That's all I got. He's a Ghanaian international.
Really?
Guinea international midfielder. And he had previous stints in Turkey and Denmark, so he's a depth piece, more or less.
Or an unknown.
Could
that be what I mean? Because I'm just saying, like, because that guy, I mean, he to me really sounds like an unknown. Just like, okay, we signed him, let's see what happens. Is it kind of like that? Let's sign him, we see what happens.
Right. Now, this guy, on the other hand, based on the team you and I were watching earlier, he is from Atlanta. He used to play for Atlanta. And it says a depth piece. Depth up top, acquiring Jamal Tiara.
Oh boy.
I want to say he's in his early 30s, maybe mid. No, he's around our age, close to our age. But he's definitely a depth piece for up top.
And they were just playing that. You and I were just watching that game before we came in here and started the show. They were playing FC Cincinnati. Ooh, what a chippy game. It was 0-0 at halftime, so.
I tell you, man, that was something else. Let's see here. Obviously, I'll go over the key departures real quick. Everybody knows the biggest one. Darlington Nagbe retired. But the biggest news that was dropped this week.
What news?
Darlington Nagbe is on the coaching staff.
Wasn't that and it was funny because I instantly shared that to you as soon as I seen it. I was like, man, he didn't stay out of the league very long.
Also, breaking news: Cincinnati won 2-0.
Oh, Cincinnati had a strong second half. Not that we care about FC Cincinnati.
Yeah.
We're just because it is Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And it's our rival. We got to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, we do. The other 2 departures they listed were Lassi Lapalainen. He was the Finnish winger.
I remember you telling me about him.
His name was cool. His name was cool.
So it was kind of one of those. His name was cool, but he was.
Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah.
The other one that everybody will actually recognize, though, Jason Russell Rowe. He was actually the Canadian. He was a Canadian forward.
I do know about Russell Rowe.
He was moved to French League One side Toulouse FC after spending the last 4 years in here. So, hey, good luck to him.
Hey, congratulations!
Go. It is what it is. Yeah. I think his biggest issue here, again, depth up top.
Yeah. We
have Gazdag. We have the new guy.
It's okay. You know who he is. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
They still
Abu Ali.
Yeah,
sorry, Ali, the new guy,
and they still Diego
Rossi, your favorite guy.
Woo! Well, it was Cucho Hernandez till he left. Now it's Diego Rossi. Love my boy Rossi. Just saying.
Yeah. So, I think Russell's issue was just finding time after a bit because
Russell Rowe wasn't getting no time.
It happens.
Let's put it that way.
It happens. Now, I will say this though. according to MLS, they believe that the new coach is going to start a 3-4-3 formation, which basically is 3 in the front, 4 in the middle, 3 in the back.
Okay.
Also, for tonight's game specifically, 2 players will not be playing. Mo Farsi, which I think he's still injured. I didn't really read much.
Morfossi is still injured. That one I read in the injury report.
And the second one, unfortunately, we anytime you deal with family loss, it's tough. But Stephen Moreira will not be with the team tonight, dealing with family loss in France.
See, that's understandable. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, personally, if you have it, like, even with you and I just working at, being average Joes, working average jobs, family or your job, I'm sorry, family comes first. Yeah. That building's still going to be there when I go back, just like Columbus will still be there when I come back.
Yeah.
I have to go be a family. And you know what Columbus said? Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to let you go. It's not like they're going to hold you prisoner and say, no, Judge, you can't go.
Yeah, so our thoughts and prayers are with Moreira's family.
Awesome. Awesome stuff, man. So,
getting to tonight, though. Well, actually not tonight, though. We were going to do season prediction.
Yep. So, God, why'd you brought that? You're taking my job from me.
I'm not trying to.
So, keep this in mind. So, this is homework you're going to want to do for every show. I'm going to throw this onto you, and you're going to do crew news for me.
Yeah.
Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to tell people, updates, scores, blah, 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 whatever.
Yep.
You're my crew news man. That's what you are.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. We talked a lot. We sugar-coated it a couple weeks ago, or we sugar-coated it on our first episode. Yeah. Let's get into it a little deeper. Tonight is the season opener, correct, and we will talk about season opener in Portland next. We're going to talk about the 2022-6 year. 2022-6. Hey guys, hang on. Let's rewind. The Crew 2026 season. So let's predict. Just a prediction. Or as Paul Heyman likes to say, it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler. Wrestling terms. Let's predict how we feel the Crew will do this season, this upcoming season.
All right. Going back to last year, they were 14-8-12.
A lot of draws. And we witnessed one of them against them. Sons of bitches. Anyway.
Yes,
Josh and I are 5-0-1, though, going to Crew games. Though.
Together, yes. So they obviously, every team plays 34 games.
Which is still a lot.
It is a lot, especially when you mix in CONCACAF and Leagues Cup.
And you got the FIFA World Cup this year.
Yeah, I'll take a break for that. I think too,
so they'll take the break from that. Go ahead.
So last year they were 14-8-12. It's a lot of ties for one. That's 5 losses less than the previous year when they had 19, which was, I think, was a club record.
That was a club record. Which is amazing, by the way. You get 19 wins. That's a lot.
And they finished second behind Miami for the Shield.
Okay, well,
it is what it is.
Miami's on their own pedestal.
It is what it is. So, going out, obviously last year, they lacked the offensive kick, which is why they had 12 ties. Part of it. They did lose 8 times.
Which is a lot.
It is a lot, especially for that team. But this year, though, new coach, somewhat new system, but not really. I mean, it is a new system. It has nuances.
Uh-huh.
Some players are still the same.
Yep.
Honestly, dude, I would be content with 15, 16 wins.
So you're content with 15, 16?
At least almost half.
Okay, so you're thinking you're wanting to be close to the 2025 win total. I was going to go about the 2025 win total.
Yeah.
Okay, 14. I think that's fair. A lot of unknowns, a lot of questions going into this season.
It is.
I think 14 would be fair. If they surpass 14, I'm okay with being wrong on that.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see them do less than that.
Yeah, I don't either.
What I would like to see them do is be the team with a bunch of unknowns and an unknown coach and just surprise everybody.
Yeah. If we're going to backtrack to something, surprise. Wilfred Nancy's first year.
First or second year.
First or second year. Surprised everybody. Won MLS Cup.
Yeah. Right here, people.
He's got the shirt for it. So, yeah, honestly, yeah. Going along with what you said, though. Anywhere between 14 to 17,
I think that's got to be your window, but the draws are going to have to come down.
Yeah, the draws have to come down, though.
Yeah.
A lot.
Because draws will kill you in the standings, and you and I have noticed that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with 14 to 17. I think that's fair. Which is going to lead us into our next bullet point. Season opener. Columbus at Portland.
Tonight.
10:30.
On Apple TV.
Apple TV. Talk to me about it.
Portland had a down year last year. They still made the playoffs, but they just... Once they lost... I think honestly what happened to Portland is once they lost Evander, who... I honestly think Cincinnati just fleeced Portland, but...
Yeah, of course they did. I don't know if Cincinnati played as good as they did with all the freaking injuries they had last year.
Yeah, like, damn, though. To get Evander... Okay, first of all, again, to some extent, we do admire our rivals a little bit.
Oh, no, we don't.
To replace Lucho Acosta with Evander from Portland, there was no drop-off.
There was no drop-off. None whatsoever.
There was none.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. It was a good signing by them. But anyway, back to Portland here. After they lost Evander, I think they lost their identity just a little bit.
Okay.
But this year, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to expect for Portland though, because I think their weakness might be their back line and maybe their midfield.
Right.
Their attacking pieces are okay. I mean, nobody knows until you play. But honestly, if we can catch them by surprise tonight, I'm going to go with... I'll just say we give up a goal. We always give up a stupid goal every game anyway.
Every game.
Every game we usually give up a stupid goal. So
Josh and I watched that FC Cincinnati game. Stupid freaking goal. Okay?
Yeah.
We had a 1-0 there for the longest time. Then, well, let's give up a goal late and let's get a draw instead. No, this is where we had Cucho. We'd have won it. Just saying.
So anyway, let's just say we give up a stupid goal because that's what
it's going to happen. Okay?
I still think this team, if they play like they're supposed to, I say 3-1 Columbus for tonight's game.
I'll give you 2-1.
Yeah,
I'll give you 2-1. Right.
3-1's a little more 3-1 for me is optimistic, but that's maybe with your boy getting a brace.
And this guy's unrealistic. If he had it his way.
No. Okay. Well, just listen to me here for a minute.
I'm listening.
If Diallo Rossi gets a brace, guess who's focusing on Abu Ali so much? He's going to garner the attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Or Gazdag.
Or maybe what I'll do is I'll be Josh tonight, and I'll be I'll be the guy that goes off the wall and says they win 5-1. And Diego Rossi has a hat trick. That would be something he would say. Hey,
yeah,
Brian.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be a little.
Let's be realistic.
I'm gonna be a little more realistic for the first game. I believe they can win 3-1. But
even 2-1 would still be
2-1 would still be good, especially on the road.
Yeah.
In Portland.
That's gonna be tough.
Honestly, one of these days I would love you and I to go to visit what do they call their home stadium? I feel like an idiot now.
Oh, in Portland?
Yeah.
You told me what it was, but I don't remember it.
Oh, son of a gun. I'm sorry, Portland. I'm sorry if I forget your stadium name temporarily.
That's okay. You have the second half of the show. If you remember it, you can always...
Yeah.
So, 10:30?
10:30, Apple TV.
Crew opens their season. And what do Josh and I always say? Go Crew. Go Crew, baby. All right. So that's it for the first half of the show. We're going to take 5-10 minutes, stretch our legs, get ourselves caught back up. Hey, we got a second half of the show. Make sure you come back for it. We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes or so with the second half of our show. We'll be right back.